Billy Napier.
Ward. Quick strike and into the end zone goes Xavier Restrepo.
Billy Napier.
Third down and 11. Ward able to spin free of Searcy. And then goes to the end zone. And in the back of the end zone, it is Jacoby George.
Billy Napier.
By 4 touchdowns. Mertz.
Look at that elite ball placement. That's elite ball. That's elite ball placement.
On the return. Mish Powell still on his feet. Mish Powell with the interception.
Billy Napier.
Reed on 2nd and 8. Launches it downfield. Wide open is Allen. Cyrus Allen cuts back and takes it right in.
Billy Napier.
Goes inside. That ball is picked off. Bryce Anderson. Here he goes. It's an Aggies kind of afternoon, folks.
Billy Napier.
Florida from 32 yards. That kick is no good. Tennessee wins.
Hit as he lets it go, man open, caught. He's down the sidelines. It's Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Now he's going to go deep. Got a man out there. Oh, what a catch. Diving catch by Keaton. Final play of the game. Richardson pressured, throws at the last moment, and it's intercepted by the Volunteers. There will be no comeback. Tennessee wins it.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
You know what time it is. We all know what time it is. It's Florida week, baby. We are 1 day away from the matchup against our hated rivals. And let me tell you something. Now, this is like me saying the sky is blue. So it isn't like, me with this overwhelmingly insane thought. But the truth be told, Florida sucks. And I mean, they suck! You want to know how I know Florida just really, really sucks? I've never seen the Florida fan base so down horrifically bad as Florida is this year. I mean, the Florida fans are down horrendous this year. You know these headlines you see about the Florida man? Florida man shoves a watermelon up their sphincter. Florida man drives an 18-wheeler into a bowling alley for batteries. Florida man robs a Spirit Halloween looking for money for Billy Napier's buyout. You see the craziest headlines, and they're all true things that have happened. And it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if the thing about Billy Napier's buyout were to be the case. I mean, these people are insane. So the expectation is that they'd be willing to do anything to have Billy Napier out of Florida. And yes, I'm going to milk that Billy Napier thing until the day he's fired, because that day is coming sooner than a lot of people expect. In fact, it could be coming within the next 3 days, because Tennessee is going to annihilate the Florida Gators in Neyland State. It won't even be close. It is going to be a complete annihilation. Of course, Tennessee just came off of a bad loss on the road to Arkansas. Of course, there are a couple of things that are good that can come from that. such as an offensive remanagement, which I'm expecting to happen in this game. But another great thing that's happening is that the Florida fans, some of the Florida fans who initially thought they stood no chance in this game and just thought to look past it onto whatever games they can win throughout their schedule, have suddenly come to this thought process that, man, well, if Arkansas can beat Tennessee, Florida has as good of a chance as any. No, you don't! No, you don't. Arkansas at least has a pulse in football. What you got? Nothing. Nothing. You are the ones who are dead. You are the ones who are football deceased for the season. When's the last time Tennessee had a losing season? You had to go all the way back to the COVID year for that one. Josh Heupel's never had a losing season. Billy Napier on the complete he's the complete opposite. He's never had a winning season. We've never had a losing season. We are two completely different programs on two completely different levels. Now you stop right there. You stop right there. I see you with the keyboard that you're getting ready to... I see what you're going to do. You're going to let me know that Florida beat Tennessee the last time the two teams played. And to that, I say, congratulations on your Super Bowl victory. That's your Super Bowl. That's all you care about. That's literally all you care about. You don't care about anything else throughout the entire season. How do I know that? Because it's the only game in a year that you show up against. You, and to be fair, you're not the only one, but you and Alabama fans are the two biggest fan bases that have this problem. The two main suspects. You run around and let everybody know, oh, well, we beat Tennessee this many times out of this many times and this many, just a bunch of cherry-picked years and a time period where Tennessee sucked and you guys didn't. That's what you pick. Remember this? Remember like 20 years ago? Remember that big long streak? We won like 17 out of the last 19 or whatever it is. Good for you! Congratulations! You beat up on Derek Dooley, Butch Jones, and Jeremy Pruitt. You're not special. Everybody else did that. Well, with the exception of Kentucky, maybe. Oh, and this is great. Speaking of Kentucky, you were the ones running around telling everybody how much of a big streak you had against Kentucky. What's happened ever since Billy Napier got there? That's right. 3 straight losses. You have 3 straight losses to Kentucky. To Kentucky. Why does the streak matter? The correct answer here is it don't. It don't matter one bit. Whatever streak you want to pull up in this matchup, whatever history you want to pull up, you go back all the way to the History Channel, let everybody know about a time when Florida football used to matter. Congratulations, good job, you beat Tennessee last year. And then you beat them out of these random assortment of years and you've got the all-time series against them. Woo! How does that articulate to this game? The correct answer to that, it don't. Not one bit. And no, Billy Napier does not own Tennessee. Napier has an even record versus Josh Heupel, but even that won't last for long because tomorrow that's going to change to 2-1, and then you're going to have basically the only thing that matters to you and the Florida football fans be taken away and ripped from you because that's all you care about. I mean, you suck against your rivals. I mean, how many teams own you? How many of your rivals completely own you? You lose to Georgia every time you play them. You're so bad you can't even beat Florida State. You can't even beat Florida State. Good Lord, man, y'all are absolutely terrible. You lost to Florida State last year, and they didn't even have Jordan Travis. It was after Jordan Travis got hurt. You were battling against their second stringer, which I think was Brock Glenn, ironically. And Florida State, as bad as they were, they somehow beat you. And you were fighting for bowl contention, and you still found a way to blow it. Good grief, man. Y'all are terrible. Can't even beat Kentucky. They own you now. I mean, the list just goes on. So congratulations on your Super Bowl win last year. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. That's all you care about. Now that you're about to lose that, there will be nothing for Florida football fans to look forward to. Their heads are going to be straight towards basketball season, and they're not going to give an absolute damn what happens the rest of the football season. Why would they, to be fair? Look at the rest of your schedule. What other wins do you see on that schedule? You already lost to Miami. Miami. They put the whooping on you, so there's another state rival that owns you. I guess you're not the fourth worst team in the state of Florida because you at least managed to beat Central Florida. Give yourself a real big pat on the back for that one. Y'all have been typing in your little group chats trying to hype yourselves up for this game. You got Steve Spurrier, friggin' Steve Spurrier, 187-year-old Steve Spurrier running around telling everybody about how Florida has a big chance of this matchup because they own Tennessee. Don't you have a nursing home to go to, Steve Spurrier? This Steve Spurrier, this is dementia. Steve Spurrier, Steve Spurrier, you need to learn to shut your mouth because all you're doing is putting more karma on the Florida as if they don't already have enough because now they actually think they have a chance in this game. You need to learn when to shut your mouth. That's all I'm telling you. There's some of you that legitimately think you're walking into Neyland Stadium and getting a win when Tennessee has only lost one time in the last 2 seasons, excluding this year, in Neyland Stadium. And you're not one of them. The last time you went to Neyland Stadium, we put the whooping on you. And you managed to have that fantastic comeback, and you could pretend that was a close game, but we all know it wasn't. You just made it look close, and then you're like, oh, wow, look at us. We actually made it a close game against Tennessee. Congratulations. Give yourself a real big pat on the back for that one. It's funny, because the reasonable Florida fans aren't running around saying that they're going to win this game and we're going to own Tennessee like we did the last whatever years. Most of the reasonable ones, it's not even that they know that they're going to lose. It's that they want to lose. You know it's bad when Florida fans are wanting to lose against Tennessee. That's how bad it is for Florida and Billy Napier right now. Best case scenario for Florida, they lose this game and then get the Sun Belt overlord himself fired. Because if you win this game somehow, that means you get a whole nother year of Billy Napier. And that's not only great for this channel, but that's great for Florida because that means you're guaranteed another year of irrelevance down the stretch. So, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you really want to lose this game if you're a smart Florida fan, so that way you can get Billy Napier fired, and then you can try and get Lane Kiffin to come to Florida and Gainesville. Dan Mullen wants that. Dan Mullen's been telling you to pick up Lane Kiffin.
You know what's pretty funny? When I got let go at Florida a couple of years ago, they asked me, and I said, hey, I'd go hire Lane Kiffin right now.
If you had any sense, you listen to him. He had one bad year at Florida, and y'all canned him for this. Yeah, you canned Dan Mullen for what is going to be now 3 years of total irrelevance. Man, Billy Napier. Good grief. Dan Mullen was really the best coach that you've had since, no, you gotta go, we gotta go way, way back. Way back. I know, is he better than Muschamp? Maybe. Is he better than the old shark humper himself, Jim McElwain? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Jim McElwain did get Florida into the SEC championship 2 times, so take that into consideration. Ooh, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. But the reality is, you know it as well as anybody else. You want to lose this game for the sake of getting the Sun Belt King himself fired. You know that's the case. Because you don't want that. You don't want another year of irrelevance. You at least want to compete for something at some point in time. You know that to be the case, and that's just never happening with good old Billy Napier. It just ain't happening. So I'm sorry to tell you, but just get ready for a gigantic whooping. I mean, Florida's breaking records in their program right now. They're going to be coming on their 4th straight losing season. This might be the worst, stretch of Florida football in the history of Florida football. Imagine that. Imagine how crazy that is. And it's all thanks to the Sun Belt overlord himself. And y'all run around acting like good old DJ Wagway, that he's going to be the savior for Florida. Buddy, first of all, let me tell you, even if DJ Lagway is as good as Florida fans are making him out to be, you've got so many other problems than just your quarterback. Look at your defense. It's an absolute horrendous mess. It makes every Todd Grantham defense that Florida had look like the friggin' 85 Bears. It is terrible. You're letting up more than like 400 yards in a game, in any given game. Man, that freaking defense is awful. Think about how bad it would be if Florida went on the road to play Arkansas. They had 300 yards on Tennessee's defense. Arkansas probably would have rushed for 700. Probably would have put up 1,000 yards total on that Florida defense. It was so bad that Texas A&M, without Connor Wayman, was dicing up that defense. What makes you think Tennessee's going to do anything less? Hell, we could bubble screen you to death and somehow beat you by 40. Boy, y'all got something coming for you, let me tell you. And it's gonna be very, very enjoyable for me because you're gonna see a whole lot of this. Oh, look at who it is. Come on. It's the puppy. Even she's here to let y'all. Oh, there she goes. Come on. Come here, you. Okay, well, even the dog knows. Even she knows that Florida's getting a whooping of a lifetime. Let me explain it to you the best way I can, Florida man. Let me explain it to you the best way that I can. You might as well take your jorts, your mullets, and whatever else you got down there in Florida and stay there and stay in that swamp, because when that Florida football team rolls up into Knoxville, they are going to take the belt to ass whooping of a lifetime. Let me tell you what, that is what's coming, and you already know it. Florida, your time's coming to an end. Billy Napier, your time's coming to an end. And the Tennessee Volunteers are going to be back in the win column. Woo!
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed old Rocky Top, looking for a moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will.
No, you've been a bad alligator.